what, man? Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, this is cool, man. This is good for the city, man. Like, I like this, man. This is great. You know, man, these young cats, you know, this is cool. It was cute and everything. But LeBron, you knew he wasn't going to be LeBron, right? All right, man. Well, yeah, this was a nice little run. All right, so you guys are back this time with Kevin Durant. Okay. You know, it's cool. I mean, it's still cool for the city, I guess. Let's just hope somebody beats him. Somebody beat them. Come on. Listen, what is going on here? That was cute. It was good at first. What is going on? Get the damn camera! All right, man. I mean, that was cute. That was cute. Every dynasty got their end, man. Kawhi Leonard, you stopped another dynasty. You stopped another one, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo. 2022. We had two good finals before this, man. Giannis, LeBron. What do we got this year, man? What we got?
Back in the finals, number 11, Klay Thompson. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Heavily Contested Podcast, the podcast where
the Warriors might lose an NBA Finals, bro.
Calm down. Relax. Sit down. Sit down.
Okay, let's calm down.
Sit down. Let's relax, everyone. It's a 7-game series for a reason. It's first to 4, not first to 1.
It's not first. I thought it was first to 2.
Nah. It's first to 4.
Oh, okay.
All right. I just need everyone. Warriors fans, NBA Warriors haters. That's pretty much how it is. It's just
I hate the Warriors. So
either you're a fan or you're a hater. It just seems that way. But either way, Warriors fans, Warriors haters, calm down, relax, breathe. It's game 1. All right. That being said, impressive win for Boston. I have to give them credit where credit is due. I had this game going 7 games to the Warriors. So it's not like I'm extremely surprised that they took game 1. I'm a little more surprised at how they took it.
That was the big thing right there.
How they took it. It was
going into game 1.
It was disappointing to say the least.
What was if you had to predict like what was gonna happen in game 1 alone? What would you say?
Okay, I did predict Steph Curry to start off with a bang.
Okay.
That was one of my things.
That was kind of true.
That was one of my things. But I'll be honest, I did have the Warriors starting off the series with a win in game 1. And I had the Warriors kind of doing it because of the fact that Steph Curry was so on fire. I thought he would have got the rest of the team going as well. Because he would have drawn so much attention. I had the Warriors probably winning by 10. Kind of similar to how the Celtics actually won this game. But there's a couple factors that went into this. First of all, Steph Curry had 21 points
in the first quarter
alone.
But
had 0 in the second.
Ooh.
Then he had 14 in the third.
So there's not that much left.
Had 0 in the fourth.
Oh.
Actually, that was kind of the case for the entire Warriors, to be honest. Yeah. Where this game was won is that the fact that the Warriors were going into the fourth quarter with a 12-point lead, I believe.
Something around there.
Yeah. It was a solid lead. They felt like they were in control. Again, Steph Curry kind of got back in rhythm there in that quarter.
Yeah, it was starting game over.
Starting to figure themselves out. And then in the fourth quarter, it was probably one of the worst collapses I've seen.
I think they went on a 17-0 run.
17-0 run is crazy already, but in the fourth quarter is insane.
In a very important quarter in the NBA Finals.
That's insane.
And I think the bad part about it is you guys didn't really have timeouts to use.
No, because we used them all earlier.
Yeah, so you can't really blame Steve Kerr. It's the Warriors. They gotta just step it up.
It was just, we just couldn't stop the bleeding, and there was no timeouts to kind of put a halt to it or anything.
Yeah, no.
It was bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So from my perspective on, the Warrior hater side, where, I'm like, oh, let's go Celtics. Celtics could not miss a shot.
No, they couldn't.
They literally were 7 for 7 from 3-point range at some point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
7 for 7. Now that's already crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I think that there's a big problem. Jason Tatum scored 12 points.
Yeah, that's
12 points. And did the same exact thing with assists.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a point guard, or am I like misinterpreting who Jason Tatum is?
Well, how much he's improved as a passer.
I mean, that's
oh my goodness.
That's cool and all, but I was expecting like a 40 piece, right? But if you win the game, I don't care what happens.
It don't matter.
Al Horford, this entire playoff series, not just this one, the one before this and the one before that, went to the Fountain of Youth or something, dunked on Giannis, and now he just scored 26.
Yep, the leading scorer.
He's the leading scorer for the Celtics. And the Celtics, this is the interesting part. 4 players scored over 18 plus. How many do you think did for the Warriors?
I imagine it was probably 3?
2.
2.
Steph Curry.
And what? Wiggins? Yeah, that makes sense. That goes to my point, basically, which is, so the Warriors, Steph Curry, amazing first quarter. He was able to get in rhythm, and then kind of after he had that little break, he wasn't able to find it in the second. But my biggest problem is the fact that I just felt like I saw a lot of Warriors players, Wiggins included, to be honest, because even though Wiggins got 20 points, he was 2 for 7 from 3-point range, which is actually, to be honest, not really how he's consistently been in these playoffs.
No.
Now, I know Wiggins is not a 3-point specialist. I shouldn't expect that of him, but just based on how he's played in the rest of the playoffs, the playoffs so far at least, I have to say I had my hopes up that he would be shooting a little better from 3. But he's actually not the biggest problem. Our biggest problem is, first of all, I don't know why Draymond Green's attempting 4 3-point shots. That's not your game.
He's settling.
Hold on. He was 2 for 12. That's not your game. That's not his game. Draymond Green is...
Don't take no shots unless it's a layup.
Exactly. I mean, Draymond Green has to be looking at himself as respectfully, he's not that guy. He's not a great...
He's never been an offensive team.
He's never been like a scorer like that. He's a great playmaker, he's a great passer, and then really where it comes is rebounding and defending, where Draymond's just so key to our team.
Maybe that's just what he does.
It's just you gotta know your game. And then here's my biggest problem. My biggest problem are the other 2 Splash Brothers. We have our new addition, Jordan Poole, right now.
Oh yeah, he probably went off. He's been doing a lot.
Oh, he's been doing great, right?
Yeah.
2 for 7.
Oh.
1 for 5 from 3.
Oh.
So my biggest problem is Draymond Green had 12 shot attempts. Why does Jordan Poole only have 7?
So Draymond Green is shooting more than Jordan Poole?
Yes, and it's kind of been like this for Poole. Poole has not taken many shot attempts in these later series, especially in the Mavericks one. I feel like I want to see Poole be a little more aggressive like he was in that Nuggets series. I want to see him take those shots, I want to see him fight for those contested shots where he was driving to the lane, taking contested shots. He was even pulling up and doing contested threes as well. He wasn't afraid of the defense. It feels like now he's only trying to take the good shots, the open shots.
Could also be because the Celtics have a great defense.
It could be. Now, granted, it could be. But the reason why I don't believe that is because this has been something that's kind of been progressing throughout the playoffs.
That is also very
and
true.
It's the only reason I say this for Poole, a little more than Klay Thompson even, is because Poole is a space creator. He's a guy who can create his own space. He's a guy who can create his own plays, from the dribble.
Yeah.
He can be an off-dribble type of player where he's able to do a step-back 3. He's able to drive to the lane, make these crazy Euro step layups, reverse layups. Jordan Poole is great at contested finishes, and he's great at creating space to make those mid-range and three-point shots. That's his game. He's not. I don't feel like he's a spot-up shooter like they're trying to make him, or like he's trying to be. I don't know where that's happening. If it's just his own doing or more of Steve Kerr's coaching there, but that's not his game. So I want to see Poole be a little bit more of a space creator and create his own offense.
Yeah.
On the other hand, nothing more has to be said than just Klay Thompson has to hit his shots.
I mean, Klay has his struggles. And I think the big thing, though, Klay Thompson, this series, people have been talking mess about him at the end of the regular season. He was struggling a little bit in the playoffs. Then he had that big game 6.
Game 6, and then the Mavericks series was kind of absent until the end to close it out.
Yeah, so Klay, you kind of got to step it up because this is like, everybody watches the playoffs, but everybody's watching the finals.
Yeah.
So this is going to make you go down if you do not step it up.
And you gotta. I feel like Klay's shot selection is what's lacking a little bit too. Klay Thompson has this great move, by the way. It works most of the time, but I feel like people are starting to catch on. It's that one pump, one dribble, and fire. But against a team like the Celtics, as what I saw yesterday, they weren't falling for any of that.
Yeah, we know
but
he
can be very committed to it, to where he pumps, dribbles, and still fires anyways, even with the contested shot. And granted, Klay Thompson has made those threes before.
Yeah,
he has.
It's cool.
He has. But what I think it really what he needs, every single game that Klay has played great in, it's how he starts the game. He needs to hit those open shots. He needs to see the ball go through the basket.
You need the wide open shots.
Exactly. He needs to find himself good shots early on to where he can get in rhythm. And in the end, we do know one thing that's still true to this day is when Klay Thompson is red hot, he is one of the best players in the league. Because he can't miss. He's one of those, when he's like extremely red hot, it's dangerous how much of an assassin he can really be from long range and from mid range as well. So for Klay Thompson, my biggest thing is to get into rhythm early in the game. The Warriors need to make an emphasis of getting him open shots so he can just start to get a flow and a rhythm of the game, and once that happens, then I think it'll really start to make a difference for his game.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing as a whole for the Warriors, everybody else got to participate. Steph Curry can't be the only one doing stuff. Andrew Wiggins, he was a starter for the All-Star team. Cool, that's cute. Nobody cares. I want to see you go crazy in the finals. If he goes crazy in the finals, I'll give him his respect.
Okay.
I'll give him his flowers.
Yeah.
But, no, what he did, that's cute. You got to shoot at a good percentage in order for your points to matter. Steph Curry scored 34 points. 34 points.
Yeah.
Nobody else is even close to that.
And in the end, doesn't matter who it is on this team, they just did not score in the fourth pretty much.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly, I'm not going to lie.